Hi, this is Ife of Ife360 TV and I am back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about what happens when your hair starts to get longer. How do you cope? Oh my gosh. But before you get started, I want you to hit subscribe because you're enjoying this video already, right? And it's free. Become a growth challenger because on this channel we talk about DIYs, natural hair. We even have a live stream every Friday 10 p.m. Eastern, this channel. I remember one time when I posted a picture of my hair. It was huge. It was the biggest fro I had ever seen. And when some people had seen my hair, they were like, oh my gosh, your hair looks so good. But never would I ever want so much hair. Or I got comments like, better you than me, Ife, because I won't be able to handle it. The longest I've been able to get my hair so far is 21 inches. That's the longest I've gotten it. And that was in 2015 when I did my last length check, actually. I've since cut my hair after that video. I've cut it, not trim, I cut it. I also was going through a lot more hair loss again, you know, because of different reasons. But then it started to grow out some more. I did the fenugreek challenge. My hair started to grow out some more as well. But my point is, this is what I want to talk about today. What happens along the journey of getting longer hair? Now, I've always had short hair in my entire life until I was about 25. And I changed a lot of my habits. You can check a link below for my bad habits video, horrible stuff, that kept my hair short. However, I've been able to grow my hair past a certain length. I want to talk to you about some of the things that I've noticed and realized along the way. One thing I tend to do a lot more, I keep my hair in a lot more buns because I want to stretch my hair. So for example, right now I have my hair in a bun. I also try to keep it off my clothes, although lately I've been wanting to show my length off a little bit more, so I usually have it out. When the weather starts to heat up, the longer your hair gets, the less you want it on your skin because you start to get very hot. Someone asked me in a live stream, Eve, how do you deal with the heat? Because it feels like a puppy to them, like a hot puppy on their back or their neck. But it's true, the longer your hair gets, and if you have thick hair, I have finer strands, but my hair still has some level of thickness. It starts to get very hot around the neck area. So only in cooler months, I would have my hair like really have it out all the time, all day long. But then again, you don't want to rub it against your clothes to have breakage happening. The longer your hair gets, the hotter it gets, and you want to keep it off your skin and in a bun. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bun. It could just be updos and that sort of thing. The other thing I have noticed is that if I want to continue seeing length and more growth, I have to continue with my low manipulation hairstyles or protective style. I call it a protective style because I can. I still keep my hair in 4 plaits, 4 braids because I'm lazy and I don't all these fancy updos. I don't want to be over manipulating my hair, and then again I don't want to be spending a lot of time in my hair. And that's another complaint I see a lot of naturals have, that their hair is time consuming. That leads me to my other point. The longer your hair gets and the more that you deal with your natural hair or you work with your natural hair, you tend to find ways that make your process a lot easier and a lot simpler, because as your hair gets longer, you don't really want to spend your entire lifetime fixing your hair or doing your hair. And I don't know if people have that misconception about me and my hair, but I don't spend a lot of time in my hair. My wash day is not very long. I keep it as simple. I try to make it manageable, and I don't want it to be a time of the week where I hate. I actually enjoy wash day, and you all want to see a wash day video. It's really not. I don't do anything special. I'll show you because you want to see. I tend to find ways that make my process a lot more streamlined and simple. I don't use a lot of products. I try to really minimize, keep it as simple as possible so that it doesn't take up much of my day. I don't need a whole day to wash my hair. The most I need is overnight to pre-poo, rinse out the next day or co-wash, style, that's it. By midday the next day, 10 o'clock if I really push it, I could be finished with wash day if I start the night before. As your hair grows, you tend to find ways that it's like, hey, you know what? I don't really need to increase the length of time I'm spending on my hair. You actually want to decrease it. So in other words, your regimen just becomes more refined. But when I really started to pay attention to what I was doing with my hair and TLC, there was no magic trick to hair growth. It's really about persistence, consistency, about just having set things that you do and you repeat it every week. You repeat that process every week, and it's not looking for a fancy. You don't have to balance on your big toe while collecting the unicorn tears in the iridescent glow of the 5th moonlight of the year while pouring it through the eye of a needle. I don't know why people think that they need some magic formula to get their hair to grow. No, not really. It's really about consistency. If you find something that works for you, stick to it for at least 3 months to see if it works. If it doesn't work, then you could try something else. But you have to stick to something for at least 3, really and truly should be at least 6 months. Because you don't see the progress of your hair for at least 6 months. Only if you stick to the process that you will be able to see progress. You like that? Me too. What is really most important is that you need patience. For example, when I measured my hair in 2015 and then I cut it, I didn't see that growth again, that length again, until about 2 years later. I mean, my hair was growing. However, you don't observe or noticeably see the progress until about 2 years later. I want you to remember that you need to be patient. This entire thing about hair and growth and dealing with hair loss and anything with our hair, you really can't watch it like a kettle or watching boiled water. You have to be patient about it. At the same time, enjoy the process. I understand that hair grows. No matter what setbacks I have encountered, once you're able to understand that hair grows, everything else starts to fall into place, and you really don't look at your hair like with a fine-tooth comb all the time. But I want to know from you, what are you looking forward to when your hair gets to its desired length? Subscribe if you haven't, because we like you for it. And then I will see you in the next one. Ciao! Hugs and curly kisses! Still like that? Still very awkward.